we're currently heading over to Baldwin Park, a very famous park here in this community.
Baldwin Park is the name from Lake Baldwin, which is right in front of us.
Yes.
So it's just a park,
Yeah.
and near in the same vicinity there's houses, townhouses where people reside.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a nice community, a community that I wish I lived in, but
Yes.
from the news, the HOA fees are
Too much.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is Gatorland.
Whew.
Wait. This is the area. This is the place in which you can walk out, open your door, and see a gator at your door.
Oh no. Oh no.
Meditating again. Mommy, can I walk on the stone?
No.
But you don't see a lot of gators.
No, you are not walking on the stones. We're going to sit down and talk about the cost of living here in Florida and why is it that most people are so attracted to this area, especially Jamaicans. Because I may want to move here. So. If I can afford it.
Yeah, so me living in Jamaica and previously in another state, been few different states. I would say that the cost of living here is way higher than all of those other states.
Even the north?
Even the north. The thing is with the north, the taxes and all that stuff is way different, but here it's better because I think Florida is a no income tax state as well. So
Okay.
it's so that on one is good.
Okay, so you don't pay any income taxes here?
No.
No. And if they do withhold it initially, you get it all back on your
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not what
Okay, so there's no.
only to find only
Okay,
one.
so
Yeah.
that means there's no state tax being
Yeah.
withheld.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Right.
all right. Okay, so it's not like other states. For example, I can compare it to Connecticut because that's where I moved from. So, like in Connecticut, you have to pay both federal
Federal, state.
and state taxes. So he's saying that here in Florida, you don't pay state tax, right?
Yeah. So that is number one why people move here. Well, for me, that wasn't the reason I moved here. I came here to go to school, but ended up staying longer than my allotted time to go to school. But I think the non-existent of income tax here is probably one of the reasons why people do want to move and live here. Also, it's 90% of the year it's warm and nice. People don't want to be scraping snow off there,
Yes, yes,
which
yes.
I have done.
Uh-huh,
I
and
remember
I
driving
don't miss
out.
that.
I remember when I left. The day when I left, I had snow on the top of my car coming down here. So yeah, definitely.
So what is the weather like in this area? Because I was under the assumption that it's hot all year round. But surprise, surprise, yesterday we went out and
because it's winter now.
yes,
Fall,
and I
going
needed
into
a
winter.
jacket, and that
Yeah.
was that was shocking to me because I wasn't very prepared for that. I'm in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to Florida, and it should be just like Jamaica, which is nice and hot. But it was a shock when I came yesterday, and none of us had a jacket, so we had to borrow.
When it comes down to around Thanksgiving time, the temperature generally does drop.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can find freezing temperatures here. It does go
Yeah,
down
there was one
to
year
the
when-
30s, yes.
And one year when the iguanas and all the
Oh, yeah.
lizards were jumping
Falling
off.
off the trees,
The
yes.
frozen
Jumping off the
iguana.
tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
It probably gonna happen this year, maybe.
So
or
what's-
or next year. Still in winter.
So what's the coldest it has ever been?
I've seen it go like to like 28.
yeah, but that is
28 degrees?
but that is like early.
Like that was in
Like January?
January, there about when it's the coldest
Yeah, when it's coldest.
all over.
Like
Yeah,
January and February.
but when it goes like 28, it doesn't
It doesn't
stay
there all
that
day.
long.
It's like
Yeah,
in
it's just
the,
like go there and
in
you
the nights.
it's like a record temperature, and then as the day goes, it basically get warmer,
Okay.
And so
but still cold.
yeah, that so you can have two extremes throughout the day, or multiple extremes throughout the day in Florida. You can
Plus
go
rain.
yeah, and the rain. So the weather here is very temperamental. It can be very warm
Bipolar.
in the day, and then it goes really cold in the evening. It can be very cold in the morning, and then it heats up in no time. Like you could start at 30 degrees and then end up at 70, 80 degrees in the evening hours.
He
So
said
it
it's
depends.
bipolar.
It can be.
The weather is bipolar.
Yeah, those
So,
wanna make
and the
up their
same
mind.
with the
It's
rain.
mine.
Yeah.
You can go outside and it's downpour, like flooding waters. So and then in like 5-10 minutes, it's gone. So it's kind of like that. Which anyway, I don't mind it.
You kind of get used to it.
Get
when you
used
live
to
here,
it.
you know how to walk prepared.
That's the least.
Yeah. You walk with your umbrella
Walk with your umbrella and your poncho.
and your ponchos. So what would you say are the highs of living here in Florida, and after that we can go to the negatives?
Weather.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather is. I mean, although it's bipolar. I basically don't mind. I mean, you coming from Jamaica, you wanna experience rain still, because that's when your crops, get the necessary water that they deserve, nutrients that they deserve. Yeah, and basically living here, you can plant banana, coconut, all that stuff that tropical stuff that we are used to, and the English and Spanish speaking Caribbean stuff. The stuff that we have there grows here as well. So
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That is one of the reasons.
I would say the highlight of living here is being close to Jamaica. It's close. It's just accessible that way. I feel like I'm home because there are so many expats here anyway. There are lots of Jamaicans living here. A lot of Caribbean nationals live here. And it's just a good mixture of people all around. And a lot of people may have some thoughts that people of color are not welcome in Florida in some
Really?
parts. Some
Really?
people still have that southern,
Yeah.
thing. It's very diverse, the culture. And you find it different in different regions. You find a lot of regions. Every state has its own thing where you have a little Haiti, you have Cuba here or something. You find your own
Culture.
yeah. You find them everywhere
Pockets.
in Florida. Going
Okay.
all the way from the south, coming off south of Florida, going all the way to the north.
Yeah.
I like the space, the land space.
Yeah, and
It's
space
really,
is way
it's really good that you have space.
it's way bigger.
Yeah.
Way-
Um,
yeah.
but then it comes with the other part where even though there's a lot of land space, people tend to go into this community, and then the roads, the traffic getting there, like in Kissimmee, closer to where Disney is. There are communities there, the large communities, but they weren't the road infrastructure wasn't planned for, so you
Yeah.
find that getting in and out of Kissimmee is
Yeah.
very difficult. The traffic is just terrible.
So would you say
Yeah.
that's like the negative?
Yeah,
One of the
the
negative
traffic.
is traffic.
The traffic
Yeah.
can
I
be
guess that's
terrible.
a good segue into the negative.
Yeah.
The tolls. Now people
That's how
may,
Florida make their
yeah,
money.
that's how Florida makes their money, I believe, because they don't do income taxes. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the
So you have
tolls
to
work.
give and take.
Yeah, you go give and take. The toll, the segments, they may cost a little here and there, but when you add them up, it does add up to be a lot. And then sometimes when you look at your GPS and you're measuring the time it's gonna take with toll versus no toll, you're not saving
It's
a lot
not
of
night
time.
and
It's
day
like,
difference.
it's not like you're saving 15 minutes. It's really more
It was
like
like
5
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
or 2.
Yes,
Oh
yesterday.
my God.
So sometimes it don't make no sense, but sometimes you just don't want to deal with the traffic. You want to just
Or the
be moving.
potential of traffic.
Yeah.
So just pay the toll for the convenience.
Yeah, because if you're gonna be stuck in traffic, you're gonna pay out in gas anyway.
Right, right,
And then
right.
some of the tolls have expressways where that
It makes
in
no
itself makes no sense. I mean, going to on I-4 probably
Yeah.
makes sense.
Coming down here, I actually found myself on the expressway, but I didn't realize that was like
Oh,
a
that's
toll
another
road.
thing.
That's a
You
toll road,
sometimes
right?
don't even know when
Yeah.
you're on there.
I just found myself on the express and I was stuck on the express lane and missed my exit. So I had to keep going until there was like an opening for me to take the next exit. But
Bill by
yeah.
plate.
Bill by plate.
Yeah, bill by plate.
Considering the rent here in terms of cost of living,
Mhm.
it can be expensive, and let me tell you why I think it's expensive. Some people may say, you know, it's the same back in my state or in other areas of Florida, but when you look at your pay, what you're getting, the rate of pay isn't as high as other states, or like in South Florida, where in Miami the rate of pay may be higher because cost of living in Miami is super high. It's like living in Manhattan.
Wow.
And here the rate of pay is kind of lower, so when you look at your expenses, especially for rent, it really is high, 'cause rent can take, for like an average 2-bedroom apartment, you're looking at around $1,800, you know.
2-bedroom apartment, 1,800.
And that's
Median.
like median. If you want something really nice, you're gonna look above $2,000. You know, so some people may say, that's what I pay back here, but when you look at your pay, it's gonna take up a big chunk of your pay. You don't have much to work with outside of that in terms of other
Well, that's
expenses.
kind of a little bit catchy. So most
Yeah.
people probably move to Florida so they don't have to pay income tax.
Yeah.
And
But
And
you don't have
then
much to
the
play.
shocker when they go to work and realize they're not being paid as much, and then when they see what they have to pay for rent, that's not good.
But you also have snowbirds.
Bedrooms, $2,000.
You also have snowbirds, people who spend the winter here, like from up north.
Yeah.
They rather spend it here because these
Jane.
people are retired or have them, so they have two houses.
This state is good for retirees. That's what I
This
think.
state is
I've
good for
always heard
retirees
that.
too.
Yeah.
This state is good for the snowbirds.
For the snowbirds.
Yeah.
In Central Florida, if you want to be in a good area, you have to be making above $50,000. I think that to be comfortable.
Okay,
To be
50,000
comfortable.
a year
Yeah.
to be in Central.
To be in a good area.
Okay.
In Central.
Well, that's actually not so bad.
That's not bad.
Mm-mm.
So I think there's enough.
I don't know what you guys talking about, but I have enough money to last for the rest of my life if I don't buy anything.
If I don't buy anything. But yeah, I think you'll be comfortable that way, and be able to like do a little extra here each month. I think owning a home in Florida it's attainable, but sometimes what you want, you're not gonna get it for what you could probably get.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
in
Buying a
Connecticut.
house,
Yeah.
Because I've seen the prices where it's for the same amount of money, you can get in a good area. You can get something better back in Connecticut.
Yeah. If you want a good,
or Georgia. I saw them.
Oh,
I saw the
Georgia, yeah.
prices.
if you want to move
You get
in
better
ready
houses.
home
Better homes in Georgia.
Well, more bedrooms.
and more, yeah. If you want to
Everything
move
is
in-
also larger in Georgia, just like they say in Texas. Everything is also larger in Georgia.
If you want a move-in ready home in a good area, I think you have to spend closer to $400,000.
Yeah.
We're talking
And
like
above.
$500,000.
Half a
Yeah.
million, no. But
Yeah.
Yes.
but it wasn't like that pre-pandemic, so I guess.
So like that's
yeah.
like brand new construction though.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
No.
yeah, you can certain places.
you'd have to go way out. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
certain
traveling
places like
45 minutes to an
Dillon.
hour to get to
get
Like
Orlando.
your places
Wow.
here, like Dillon, Ocala, yeah,
Claremont.
Mm-hmm.
Lake
Claremont.
Hill,
You can
Lake
get those,
Mary,
yeah. But they're like
Lake Nona, Windermere.
45 minutes to an hour out
Yes,
from
it's a
Orlando
travel.
here, from Central Florida,
Wow.
where
Which takes-
nothing goes on.
Takes me to the next part.
Uh-huh.
It's not a good thing. In Florida, you have to have a car. You have to
Yeah.
have a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
Well, in
com-
Central Florida.
It, no,
No, Tampa
I think
bus
in
system
general.
is
I
better.
think in general, it's best to have a car
Yeah.
or prepare to travel for hours just to get somewhere.
On the bus.
On the bus or the train.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, we have
Because
bright
the
line.
transportation system is not like in Manhattan or in the tri-state area where you know like everything you can basically time it. It may be late, probably 5-10 minutes, but here I wouldn't count on it. You can it's hard to just I think to just get to point A from point A to B
Mm-hmm.
without a vehicle. So, I mean, people do it, but I say get a car. It's lots
Yeah.
to cover. To get stuff done, it's best to get a car so you can be efficient with your time and get going. Yeah.
So, like, if anybody that is migrating to the United States and to Florida specifically, if you don't know how to drive, it's good to learn when you get here. You have to be more efficient when it comes to getting around.
You better learn.
Yeah.
Learn to drive. You're gonna learn day.
You're gonna learn a lot of stuff when you come here.
Oh, but I can tell you,
Yeah.
it's easy to get a license here.
Oh.
When I
It's
say
easier. Yeah.
easy, it's not like Jamaica where you have to do you have to do the test, the book test, and the road test. But the road test is not as stringent or restrictive like the one in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit more laid back.
I also think that in Georgia it's very easy to get.
Yeah, it's
To get a
easier
license.
down
Very
down,
easy.
down south.
Yeah. Here is beautiful. In
As
its
you
own-
can see.
Yeah, apart from all of that stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. There's a lot of, I mean, Disney and Universal and Icon Park and where else attractions? Any other attractions?
Well,
fun,
you have
fun.
the beaches
Universal.
on the
What is
coast.
Bush
Busch Gardens.
Gardens? This play other place in
Yeah.
fun spot.
Yeah.
Apart from all of those,
Gatorland.
Gatorland. Apart from all those
Gatorland.
attractions here.
Legoland.
Who wants to
and-
go to Gatorland?
Yeah.
Besides that.
Apart from all those, yeah. Beside those, besides that, it's a beautiful place. It's yeah. It's tropical. You know, when you wake up and you breathe in the fresh air in the morning, it's like, yeah. There's no place like it. It reminds me of Jamaica a lot.
Okay, so I would like to say, yeah. So if you're here in the United States and you know you're not able to go back to Jamaica for whatever the reason is, and you're nostalgic and you just kind of want like a piece of home, I would say just take that trip down to Florida.
Yeah.
First of all, you will be able to connect with Jamaica just by coming here. First of all, there's a lot of Jamaicans in this area.
You get your jelly.
You get your jelly coconuts. Yesterday, I was so surprised to find somebody selling jelly coconuts. But it was $8, but you know, I didn't mind spending $8 for coconut because, you know, this is not
That's
something you
one
get
piece
every
of
day, nor
nostalgia.
see any day. So you get your food that you're accustomed to from Jamaica, you can find it here. Just like he was saying that you can grow those things here in Florida because
if
the
you have
weather
enough
is
money to have a
warm
property.
the majority of the year.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I would say, guys, if you're nostalgic and you miss Jamaica like that, but you can't go back for whatever the reason is, just take a trip to Florida.
Do you have any passport?
Oh Lord,
Just an ID.
Yes.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh Lord,
Please have
you're
your
not
passport
gonna
and your
go in
ID.
You're not
Please
going
do.
down there.
We're
But,
not going down there. No.
but I think there are some people who wish they could just go back home.
Home, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want just a little
A
bit,
touch,
you can get some.
you can get it here. Mhm. Yeah.
Especially if you go Tampa and
Oh, the Lauderdales.
Fort Lauderdale side. Trust me,
There are lots of
that's
Jamaican.
like
You're in Jamaica. You just stepped
it's like
right
I
into
don't
Jamaica.
know who I don't know who came up with the idea. Be like, you know what? Let's just put all the Jamaicans there.
Yeah.
I remember I was in Miami one time. Yeah, I was in Miramar. I was in Miramar and I was wanted to try this. But if you guys come in here, you could try come in South Florida. If you guys go to South Florida, you should try I don't remember the name of the place where we get the Jamaican ice cream. Roman raisin,
Great
everything,
nuts.
everything was there.
Yeah.
So bring back so much memories, you know. It's in Miramar. So I mean, a part of me, because I go down there a lot, but at that time a part of me wanted to, wanted a piece of Jamaica. So I just, decided that I'm gonna try some of that food. Some of the treats that we normally eat when we were younger, and yeah, I was satisfied.
Okay, so he said satisfied, but of course we know the real, true, authentic
Yeah.
stuff. You have to go to Jamaica for that, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's just not the same. Not even the best restaurants. I mean, you can find like some really good Jamaican foods around here, but man, if you want the real authentic
just
Jamaican
want the
food, you just
taste.
have to go home.
Because
Yeah.
the
You
just have
ingredients
to.
are different. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna start with the ingredients, and they're different in Jamaica, so it's gonna be different.
Yeah, or probably just how we raised our animals or something. I don't know
Yeah, I
what
think
it
that's
is. It's just the texture of the food is different. The
It's
taste
just
of the
taste
food
is
is different, and you don't have to over season it for it to taste good.
True.
But that's Jamaica. But if you want a taste of Jamaican,
Here?
feel a Jamaica, that vibe, you miss home, but you can't go back, come to Florida. Check us out here.
Yeah.
For real. I'm trying to find the name of that ice cream place. You remember?
I do. It's just, yeah, I just know it's in Miramar.
And plus there is vegan option too, which was good for the Rastafarians.
If we're gonna talk about places to get food, like Jamaican food stuff, or ingredients for your meals, I'll recommend going
if you're
to
in
Central Florida, that is, you can go to the
Caribbean.
Bravos.
Caribbean
There's
Super
Bravo.
Center.
Yeah.
There's Caribbean Super Center, which is right off Colonial Drive, which is this long stretch that runs east-west in Central Florida. Then there's Kissimmee Produce, Point Center Produce, but mostly Kissimmee Produce within Kissimmee.
Yeah.
And there's Key Foods. So you can find stuff, but you see the Caribbean Super Center it's in the Pine Hills area.
Sounds expensive.
No.
No.
No,
Pine
Pine
Hills,
Hills.
I'm expecting.
Actually,
Upper class.
on the contrary,
On the contrary.
Okay.
contrary to popular
it will
belief.
remind you of back home.
Okay. Okay.
But it's on Colonial
Hills.
Drive. Caribbean Super Center is exactly what it sounds like. Caribbean Super Center has everything.
You're probably thinking Pine Hills is gonna come on to Red
almost
Hills.
everything.
Totally different.
It just-
Totally
It's
different.
night and day.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's not. It's not the Norwood of Orlando. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah,
It's reminiscent of the Norwood
it's almost
or the
there.
or the Grand Spence.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the
Yeah,
better places to get.
I've lived in Montego Bay and I visited Kingston, so
Yeah.
I know.
So you can make yourself at home here. I remember when I had just come to Florida for the first time. It wasn't the first state I actually visited when I started traveling. And at first, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in Florida. I'm in the US. And it looked brand new, fresh, everything. And then I've been here for almost 3 years. Actually, I've been here for more than 3 years. It's different from when you're visiting and when you live here. And I've been living here for 3.5 years. And let me tell you, every time I drive somewhere, I'm like, this looks like Montego Bay. So I start to feel like I'm home, like I'm in an extension of Jamaica. Because I feel like, I still have the feeling of home, even though I know I'm not. But it's really comforting to know it's not that bad. Yeah?
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
Localicious Caribbean ice cream. It's 4.3 stars.
Oh, that means it's
Yeah,
good.
we're plugging.
You might as well just give it the 0.7 and make it 5.
We're plugging. Yeah, Localicious Caribbean ice cream in Miramar.
It's Miramar.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the exact.
We go one at a time. They didn't give me a little hit. Oh well, we can tell
Anyhow,
you.
yeah, you can always look it up, guys. It's called
Localicious
Localicious
Caribbean ice cream.
Caribbean ice cream. Look it up if you're ever in
You can
the
get
Florida
your rum
area.
raisin, your grape nut, whatever, plus vegan options. All right.
All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you guys for that interview.
Yeah, no problem.
So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I do appreciate you. My channel is what it is because of you guys. So please continue to like this video, share, but most importantly, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.